What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Taking a Risk with George and the family. On today's episode, it's moving day once again, and we're actually on time this time, so how weird, but you guys get to come with us anyway, so let's go. Alright, so got the bedroom all cleaned up, everything is organized. Check this out. Oh my goodness, it's a miracle. He's out. We're going to make sure to get him in his chair before we get going, but there's something I've always wanted to show you guys. Now's my opportunity because I'm thinking about it. Check this out. I sanded this area one time, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the face of Jesus. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That is the Shroud of whatever it was called back in the day. I don't remember, but that is 100% what happened. All I was doing was I filled in the holes from where the TV thing was. I didn't fill in all of them, obviously, but when I sanded it, that's what showed up. So, it's a sign. All right, the honey's over here making us lunches for today. Thank you so much, honey. What are you making, half sandwiches?
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly half sandwiches. We got some carrots, some healthy popcorn, an orange, and everybody got dye-free fruit snacks.
I hope I get a whole sandwich. And 2 things of fruit snacks.
Okay.
All right, because I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Double-decker sandwich. Does that sound good?
Yes, love you. What? Yeah, I am that taller. You're small. I know, look, you come up to my knee. You're knee high. Alright, so I gotta get everything packed up and put away. Alright, while we watch him do all the hard work, I'm gonna give you guys some RV facts. Did you know that RV ownership has gone up almost 60% since 1980? Holy moly. And that the average RVer spends about 28 to 35 days in their RV per year. Pfft, we beat that in the first month. And about 40% of RVers have a child under the age of 18 who lives at home with them, or lives in the RV with them, technically. Check out him struggling with that thing. You got it, buddy. Way to go. Now put that thing away and let's get to the next part. And the average camper will travel up to 190 miles to go camping. Also, something that we did not know, that the average RVer is 48 years old. And me and the honey are sitting over here at 34 and 30. Oops. One really cool, interesting fact is, did you know that a family of 4 can save up to 23 to 59% on their vacation by owning an RV and camping in it instead of renting a hotel? I think that's pretty interesting. So this next part is something that I actually really like to do. Is to take off the tonneau cover so that I can actually see when I back up, which makes things a lot easier. And this next part I thought would be a really cool idea. I actually ended up cleaning off this spot on the RV right on the front and installing a mount. You'll see here in a second. And it works out so perfectly. You'll see the footage here in just a little bit. It stuck so perfect that my phone didn't even move an inch, and I was so nervous that the thing was going to pop off and fly off. But I was hoping if it did come off that it would just fall into the back of the bed of the truck and I wouldn't have to worry about it, because there's really nowhere for it to go. The phone is kind of heavy, so if it was going to come off, it would either fly far away or go nowhere. All right, just got the water detached. Don't have to worry about forgetting everything because there's nothing else attached to it, but I swear, no matter where I stand, that water squirt that always comes out always gets me somehow. No matter where I stand, I can stand on this side, that side, this side, this side, this side, and it'll still always spray right into me. It's so ridiculous. So now I'm going to go unhook it. It's like it's a target locator from here, and I'm going to coil it up this way so that the water squirts out that way, so I don't have to worry about any water hopefully getting in here. I'm going to pull this out as well so that when I do detach this, the water will fall out there. I'll turn this off just so when we get to the next location, a sudden burst of water doesn't go in there and maybe destroy some of our lines. So I'm going to get that done real quick. All right, we're just getting the last things packed up. We've got slides put in. Let's check the kids' room. Things are looking great, honey. You're doing good. All right, that looks good. Everything looks good right there. Got stuff packed away where it shouldn't flop out or fly out, because I'm going to be driving like a madman. We got to go right up the street, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it at 90 miles an hour and see how good that works out for us. This is the only thing that's a little bit sketchy, but usually this stuff doesn't slide too much. The salt might slide, so I might move the salt just to this little area right here. Safe salt. That's what we like. Everything else should be fine. That's fine. This will be out of the way of everything else. The slides will actually keep this stuff in place. That's not going anywhere. Of course, the baby's going to be in there in just a second. Then we'll get out of here. All right, and one of the last things I like to do before we officially hook up, or even after I hook up, is take out the electric, because the refrigerator runs on electric, and I don't like switching it over to the LP because we obviously don't use our propane for multiple reasons, but we're only going right up the street, and if we could need it, we probably would hook it back up to the propane just for that, just to driving down the road. But the refrigerator should stay cold for at least 8 hours while disconnected from electricity, so it should be fine for just a few minutes. We've gone long trips, like 2 to 3 hours, where nothing melted or anything like that, just a little bit of condensation builds up in the fridge. So that's the reason why we keep the electric for the very end. That is literally the last thing we unhook after hooking up. Oh no, folks, look who I caught trying to sneak in while I'm closing things up, and I accidentally grabbed him a little too hard. Look at his little tail squirming. I'm so sorry, buddy. He'll be all right. Should have just brought him with us. He's so cute. Of course it will. Oh. He is so cute. Oh, don't play dead now. He was scrambling. He didn't know where to go. He was like slipping and sliding and all that dust right there, which we probably should vacuum, but we got to get going. So I'm going to put him, I have no clue where to put this little guy. I wonder if this is the one that snuck in here a while ago. I'm going to put him, I guess, in this little tall brush right here. Go ahead. So long, little buddy. Go, go, go. Oh, don't play dead. I promise you, he's not dead. Look at him gripping on. He's so cute. Oh, I'll see you later, kiddo. All right, got everything cleaned up and put away. Now it's just time to get these up. Of course, if I knew what I was doing, it would help. Here we go. Sides are coming up. Hopefully the back are coming up too. Are they? Maybe not yet. Maybe once those side ones come up. Maybe? I'm holding the rear. The lizard was cool. I almost wish I could have taken him with us, but they probably eat the flies and stuff. Could have let them live in our little aloe vera plant. That would have been cool. All right, there they go. Now the back ones are going up. Perfect. Look at how quiet they are compared to those side ones. You can't even hear it. Awesome. There we go. All right, and next up is getting this lined up with the back of the truck, which I should back it up a little bit more, but I'm gonna actually extend it a little bit more because it has to be higher for sure. The truck is way up there. But I'm actually gonna hook up to this tripod here in just a second and finish showing you guys like that. So I'm actually gonna do that real quick. All right, so one of the super cool things about the Demco that we actually have, and you can't really tell, but on each side there is a silver bracket, and that bracket allows for the pin box to actually slide in, and it does not have to be perfect. It can be within 5 to 10 degrees of the actual pin, and it'll slide it in perfect. You see I readjusted it there just so I can get it lined up, and that white disc that I just removed there is to help with friction and so that it does not rub up against it, and it has made a huge difference in how our Demco has been performing with our pin box there. And you can see it just slid right in. The box moved to where it needed to be and it just popped right in. Now I'm hooking all the essentials up, the electricity there, and that little silver and red keychain thing there is an automatic brake. If it were to ever come off, it would rip out and the RV with the brakes would kick on, and hopefully nobody would get hurt. Hopefully the RV would stop and nothing bad would come besides for that. All right, got everything hooked up, got another camera on. I hope it works. Please don't fall. I'd hate to lose that phone. But the one bad thing about driving alone is that the honey usually has the address, so I always have to ask her where we're going, what's the address, and all that good stuff. So I'm ready to hit the road. I hope you guys are too. And it's getting so hot, of course, and I always dress like this on moving days. Always dress hot on moving days, and it gets always so hot by the time we're ready to move. So by the time we land, I'm gonna have to change my clothes. So enough is enough. Let's get on the road. right, just got pulled in, setting everything up. Now I gotta check the tanks because I'm pretty sure they were full when we left. I got you, baby, I'll help you. So cute, she gotta go all the way around. There you go. They're already digging holes. Of course, look at you digging holes. I love it. Little cave people, man. Let's check it out. I've got water already pumping into this one, so I gotta go drain that, gotta drain that, and that one's good. All right, got water pumping into there, and I'll show you guys why this spot is actually really weird for us. Anything flowing out? Nothing. Perfect. All right, love to see that every single time, but check it out. Look at this black cable, our electrical cable. It is stretched to the max. The electrical cable boxes on these sites are extremely far away, but the water is just right here, which is really nice. We're gonna get in here, we're gonna get this black tank pulled. Ugh. Already got 6 gallons pumped into it. There we go, nice brown sludge coming out. After that, I'll dump the gray tank. I'm gonna get the other side done as well, just the black. And something I had to do was go around the back of the tire because of where the drain was located as well. This is a really tight spot, which is crazy because it's actually a really huge spot. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm pretty sure these sites go from water to water, which this is a huge spot. Look at all this extra space we have, but this tree cuts it in half, and it was hard to decide which side of the tree I wanted on. Honey kept yelling at me, put it on technically the left side of the tree, but with our back staircase, where we're obviously just barely crossing into the property behind us, so hopefully nobody bigger than us comes in and takes that spot when these people leave. But this is crazy. Look, we have a fire pit for once. That's new. We never see floor fire pits. But we have all this room to play. That's great. All right, so met some really lovely neighbors. They're so adorable. Check this out. Was pumping it for a little bit too long, but it's reading empty again, which is a great sign. So definitely I got the water in there and it took care of any of the sludging that was on the wall, but now I do got to fill it up a little bit so I can add that solution, the science solution, so that I can start building that mother back up, because there should be a thin, fine line in there, but I want it to be a nice little thick line. That's what Rose and Charles were saying that we need to do. All right, just closed it up, and I'm gonna put a few more gallons in here. I gotta go turn the water back on, but I'm gonna pull the grate for now. Get that flush, beautiful. I love that gray rush. Here it goes. I'm gonna turn this back on and put about 5 gallons or so in there, just so it's not empty. And I'm actually gonna go, after this is done, I'm gonna hook this up to the back of the RV and get the second black tank cleared out. All right, folks, a small stroke of genius just hit me, and something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I wanted to get a hose that connects to this so that when I go to plug this in and I take it out, there's not all this water that comes squirting out of there, because it does every single time. There's nothing I can do about it. No matter how long I wait, the water just stays there and builds up and squirts down. But now I realized I had a second hose that I'm not really doing much. It is kind of longer than I'd like, but this will do for now. I can always pull it out and put it down there, and then it'll be down there when I do unhook it, and it will not make a huge, horrible mess like this that I got to clean up every single time. And look at all this water. Like, this all comes out of that hose. Just from right here, just squirts all out. And somehow it does not get me. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. Every once in a while it does squirt me in the face. That is a lot of water. Good thing we got the Bounty Quicker Picker Upper. You can squeeze these out and then reuse them. If you didn't know, these are not one-time use paper towels. They are extra strong, extra thick. Wring them out and use them again. Over and over again. Alright, I've shot about almost 12 gallons of water in there, and I should have showed you guys, but I wasn't thinking about it. I dumped some of that Pure Science probiotic that Rose did give me. There we go, watch that all go. Hopefully it's got enough downhill. It should. I think this is actually a pretty decent area for this. Looks like it's doing just fine. There's only one little rise right here into there, but I don't think that'll be an issue. And it's definitely not going to go up there, which is great. I like the way that looks too, the way it's spiraled backwards. I think that's so cool how I was able to position that. And this site being so weird as it is, like the electrical being so far, is just blowing me away. But it's working. Oh, I hope that all goes down. But as soon as I get this emptied, I'm going to fill it back up just like the other one with about 7 to 10 gallons. It should be about 5. So 5 to 10 gallons. And then I'm going to pour more of that Pure Science. I'll take you guys with me on that trip next time. Alright, so here we are as promised. I've got the Just Science Tank Tex RX Probiotic RV treatment. Here's the toilet that it's going to go into. I just put in a little bit more gallons than I actually intended to, because I walked away for a second too long because I needed to help the kids with something, but here we go. I'm going to put 2 capfuls. That's it, just 2 capfuls of this, and we're going to leave, and we won't be back for a while. So this will hopefully build up a nice mother in there, which will continually produce more fighting enzymes that will help with the tank issues. But I think both of the tanks are reading empty right now, which we'll go check that after I do this, and we'll see. All right, so there's my cap. Wish I had an assistant. There's one, it looks like soy sauce, and it looks like since we've opened it, there's already something starting to grow in there, which is great. There's one, it's back there. Ooh, right to the brim. And there's 2, and that should be all it takes for this to grow a great mother. And now you don't just leave it in the bowl, you gotta flush it. So long, mama. All right, with everything set up, we're actually gonna go head to Mama's again. We love going to visit Mama, but from where we are now, it's a 3-hour journey. Holy moly, but we got some things to pick up, so we have to go there. Check out this beautiful area over here, and I always seem to find these rainbows in the sky, even though there's no rain. Do you guys see that? Hopefully beyond the trees, maybe. I picked the worst time to, there it is right there. Look at that. I need an explanation as to what those are. I find them all the time. Check out this gorgeous history center that I wish we could actually stop and get to, but with our 3-hour drive and we have to get gas, there's no way we're gonna do it. But this is one gorgeous, beautiful building. Looks massive, looks like it's full of wonderful information. What's he about to do? I thought he was literally about to climb that pole. I thought he was about to take a stand and start defying the law and sticking it to the man. That would have been cool. I would have loved to have seen that. Check this out. Oh gosh. I'm normally better than that. Wow, what a beautiful sight. So cool.